What's up everyone, my name's Alpha and today we're back for another Pokemon challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon Y. I remember the game. We're playing on Pokemon Y and today's challenge will be Can I Beat Pokemon Y Hardcore Nuzlocke Gift Pokemon Shiny Only or Shiny Lock. So it's actually really interesting. I got this idea because I was trying to find an idea to utilize Greninja in, and I'm like, I already use water type Nuzlocke. I don't want to be redundant and just do it again. I don't think you guys would find that too interesting. I decided with gift Pokemon only, so that means I can't use Greninja, basically. So this whole entire video is just for me to use Greninja in Generation 6. But anyways, let's run down the rules real quickly. If you guys do not know what a Hardcore Nuzlocke is, it's basically a Nuzlocke but harder. Nuzlocke being the first Pokemon in each route is the only Pokemon you can catch for that route. In our scenario, we're going to use only gift Pokemon, so the first gift Pokemon you receive per town, per route, is going to be the only Pokemon you can get. We also followed that up with it has to be shiny, so it is tough. The rest of the rules are on screen right now. If you guys also need more clarifications, it will be in the description, so hopefully that'll help you. And since we're maniacs, we also make it harder. We put hardcore rule sets on top of this. Obviously the level cap rules makes it more challenging and makes the videos more fun. If you guys do enjoy these types of videos, I will always continue on. You guys been showing so much support on these videos. If you guys can, please drop a like. It will really help the channel. Let's aim for 700 likes just like the past one. As well, comment down below some nicknames because each of my Pokemon will be nicknamed after you guys in the comments. So just drop some nicknames and hopefully I'll choose yours. And also subscribe if you guys are not ready. Yes, I'm plugging everything. Just do it. Just do it and then relax for the rest of the video as we are going on an adventure. So to begin off, obviously we are going to play on modify odds for shiny Pokemon. Our odds in this one is 1 out of 1,500 just to make it doable. And that's, I'm not trying to be here for years and years and years because some people take years to find a shiny starter, and I'm like, I am not doing that. I will not play on full odds. I want to play on modified odds, so just so it is still difficult and I still can do it within like a week not like a couple years. Surprisingly enough, even with the modified odds, it still took a very long time. I didn't count the resets because I was doing it quickly, but I did get past like 2 hours mark, so I'm gonna say maybe 400 resets, maybe maximum 400 resets. But we finally get a shiny Froakie, and honestly, I'm actually so excited to use this. I know it's gonna be an amazing thumbnail as I'm recording this. It's gonna look so cool. I hope you guys all enjoy this video. We're gonna obviously start our adventure using our shiny Froakie, and the problem with it though, it is an adamant nature Froakie, so it minus special attack, and I actually did not know how awful that is. I did not know how bad adamant nature Froakie it is. It's so detrimental, especially if you're playing on a level cap, because once we head into the first gym of the game, we're gonna face off against Viola, and through this I already knew that Froakie lacks a lot of power. Even though his strongest move right now is Bubble, it is useless with Bubble, so I have to go and kind of just reinvent the wheel. Since Bubble is basically useless to me because it's a minus special attack, I need to lick down the Surskit to paralyze it, to weaken it down, force it into using a potion. That's very important. I need to make it use a potion, and luckily for us, it actually doesn't hit us. The AI for the Surskit is really bad. It gets paralyzed multiple times and then use Water Sport, and then I'm able to knock it out with only taking one quick attack from it. So lucky enough, we got away with that. Vivillon comes out next, and we have to use Bubble. I just said Bubble is useless, but we have to use Bubble because that's the only thing that's going to do damage to Vivillon. And as you can see, it's doing very little damage. As well, it's going to harden up. It's a free turn for me, but that means I can't use any physical attack. Luckily, I got a very lucky crit at the end, get him to red HP, and since Viola already used his potion, it cannot do anything to me as I'm able to quick attack, outspeed the Vivillon, and then end up beating the Vivillon and getting our first gym badge. Honestly, that's all luck from there. I did not know how bad Adamant Froakie is. I'm gonna keep saying that because it's actually surprisingly how bad it could be. At the very least, we got Water Pulse, and we're also able to evolve our Froakie into a Frogadier. We gotta look at the bright side sometimes. From there, we can go into Professor Sycamore's lab, and okay, I understand. I think in every single video I've complained about this to you guys, but I don't think you guys understand. I've tried every single possible solution for this, right? It does not work. I filled my party up and then try to press B, it just went to my PC. I try to press B in the menu like someone said with the little smart ass comment. No, you cannot back out of this menu. You have to pick a starter right here. and I am not gonna try to fight Sycamore and reset against him. I have to battle him each time so I could soft reset for a Charmander. I should have, but I was going off the impression that you guys know better. That's the last time I listened to you guys, so no more listening to you guys. From there, we're gonna get the Poke Flute and face off against the Snorlax. No, this thing does not. No, this is not working. No, we gotta go. We gotta go. We're gonna go to Glittering Cave. Is it Glittering Cave? That doesn't sound right. But where we get the fossil Pokemon, so we're gonna choose a Jaw Fossil, and this is going to be our second gift Pokemon. Obviously, Charmander is the other one, but we didn't really soft reset for it. We should have, but you know what? We didn't. Anyways, if I could redo this, I would definitely reset in front of the Sycamore fight. But anyways, we're gonna try to reset for this fossil Pokemon, and I was like, is this even possible? I've never seen someone do this, but it is possible because I got a shiny one, so I guess it's not locked. We get ourselves a shiny Tyrant, which is actually kind of cool. It's blue. It's blue. You guys know that? A blue Tyrant. I remember back in the day, I actually resetted Masuda Method for a shiny Amora. Yeah, Amora. I shiny hunted for a shiny Amora. It took like 20 eggs, and I just popped out. I was like, oh my god, Masuda Method's so broken. And then I went on for another month trying to shiny hunt Aegislash. I was like, oh my god, this is so awful. Why would I? I was like, this is this shiny lock. I tried to mentally quit, but I just couldn't let it. And then eventually I did get a shiny Aegislash, and that's just a little fun story. Anyways, let's get back into the video. We're gonna face off against Grant next. Grant is going to be the rock type gym leader of the game. We're gonna start the battle against him using our shiny Frogadier. We're gonna water pose down to Mora and almost one-shot it. Unfortunately, it's gonna paralyze me, so I gotta hit it back. Luckily, no, I break through paralysis and also hits itself in confusion, so it's a dub for us. So Amora goes down, we don't take any damage at all, and then unfortunately his ace comes out, his own Tyrant comes out, and then I'm trying to get it paralyzed on him. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. I do have an Oranberry on, but I did not get it paralyzed, so I'm like, uh oh, gotta switch up to my own Tyrant. I take a stomp pretty nicely, and I'm able to bite him down. Bite actually 3-shots him, even though he lowers my speed, so it's going to be very close. The Oranberry actually saves my life as I'm living with 8 HP, and we knock out the Tyrant, and we end up beating Grant. Again, very lucky. I should have just water post, would have won us the battle way earlier, but from there, we're going to fight off against the next gym leader, which is going to be Karina. I mean, just back-to-back gyms, I guess. She's going to be the fighting type gym leader. She's going to start off the battle using a Minfu. I know I have a rock type to start off the battle, but it's a good plan. I take a power punch pretty easily, and then Dragon Tail out does over half. Did you see that? Over half. And then I'm able to Dragon Tail once again on the Machoke. It forces out a Mienfoo, which I wasn't expecting. I was like, ooh, I don't want this one. But it actually gives me a prime opportunity to switch out into my Frogadier, because it's going to fake out me. So there's a free switch in, and then I'm able to water post, knock out the Mienfoo, which is nice. Save my Tyrant. I kind of assumed Tyrant's going to go down in this fight, but luckily it didn't. Hawlucha comes on next. I'm able to water post it. It's going to home claws up, which is kind of scary, but it's going to hit me down to all the way to low HP. So I'm going to rock tomb it first. And then since I'm in torrent range, I'm able to water post and outspeed him from the rock tomb I just did. And we're able to knock out the Hawlucha. Machoke comes out, lives a water post, surprisingly. But I live a rock tomb from him. So luckily Machoke didn't use any like fighting move or anything. So we're able to knock him out in 2 shots, because I still outspeed it because Machoke is very slow. And we beat Karina. Honestly, I'm down for that. From there, we're going to go into the top of the Megastone Tower and beat Karina, and then receive our Lucario. Okay, someone explain this to me, because Lucario is a gift Pokemon, and I shiny hunted it. I just couldn't find a shiny. I looked up. It's not shiny locked in CRB. It wasn't called shiny lock. Am I doing it wrong? Did I have to do it before, like before the battle? Is that when he's able to be shiny? Because I guess it is predetermined, because as you see, I'm resetting constantly. I was like, he still has the same natures and everything, so I guess it's predetermined. I should have done it before we did the fight, so that's kind of annoying. But there is another gift Pokemon we can get. We can go out west of Shillor City and get ourselves a Lapras. Luckily, Lapras is not predetermined, unlike everything else. We could actually shiny hunt for this Lapras, and we could end up getting a shiny. We got a little pink Lapras on our team, and that is the end of all the gift Pokemon. So that's fun. We have 3 members on our team, very weak to fighting, because we're gonna get a Greninja, and that's gonna be dark type. Also 2 water types, and then a rock type that's not very fast. So no one's very fast except my Greninja that I'll get eventually. and he's not very tanky, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna face up against the next gym leader in the game. We're gonna face up against Ramos. Ramos is gonna be the grass type gym leader of the game, and we're gonna start the fight against him using our water type. Now this water type is special because it's also an ice type. So we're able to ice beam down his first Pokemon, taking acrobat, it's fine. One shot down a jump bluff, which is nice. Switch out to his weeping belt for no reason, ice beam him, knock him out, and then his ace will be his go-goat, just like how it should be. And we're able to outspeed him, ice beam him, and then take a Bulldoze for some reason. He is the grass type gym leader, but you know what, it's okay. We freeze him too. That is a poor battle. What an awful battle. But we're able to beat Ramos in like 4 hits. So yeah. Next up, we're gonna go into this generator spot, this in the desert with a power plant, everything. We evolve our Frogadier into a Greninja. Oh my, it's such a sick shiny. Oh my god. You might be like, oh, it's a black shiny, you know, it's not that cool. Yes, black shinies are so cool. I don't know, Charizard, Greninja, everything else. I don't remember. I don't remember right now. I'll count Umbreon. Umbreon counts as a black shiny too. It's just so cool. All black shinies are cool. It's just a fact. Anyways, from there, we're going to head into Lumio City. And in Lumio City, we're going to face off against the next gym leader. But before we actually go around town and go into this mart. In this mart, you can find the TM for Bulldoze. Very important because Bulldoze is a ground type move that we can learn. We also get the TM for Rain Dance. That'll be used later on. But we're going to face off against Clement. Clement's going to be the electric type gym leader of the game. Clement's going to start the battle against us using an Amoga. We're going to use our Lapras to start off. We're getting Bulldoze predict the Volt Switch as he switches into his Magneton. That allows my Lapras to just weaken it and then two-shot it easily. Super easy. Then he's going to switch out to his Heliolisk. I'm like, okay, I know I could take any move because Lapras is very, very bulky and so HP driven. I take a Grass Knot not too well, but I'm able to Bulldoze it and then switch out into my Tyrunt. Can actually take a Thunderbolt. Oh, it dodges it because I have a Laxantis on it, but it could take a Thunderbolt at least, and then I could Bulldoze, knock him out. Oh, doesn't knock him out. Ooh. But you can see I could take a Thunderbolt. He's getting heal up with a Hyper Potion. I'm able to two-shot him down using a Bulldoze. It worked out. I mean, I guess it worked out for us. We also learned Dragon Claw, which is nice. That will be very useful later on. And then the Amoga comes out next. I'm just going to weaken it down, and then eventually I'll knock him out using my Tyrunt. Tyrunt is putting in the work. Strong Jaw Tyrunt is putting in the work, and we beat down Clement. Somehow the team I have the least variety I use mostly because everyone's like has a purpose in each gym battle, which is pretty amazing. Next up, we're going to go into the next gym fight. I understand X and Y doesn't have too much variety, but we're going to go into the next gym fight against Valerie. Valerie is going to be the fairy type gym leader, and we're going to start the fight against her using our dark type. I understand. I'm not the smartest man alive, but it works out. We're going to start the battle using Rain Dance against her as she iron defends for some reason. I swear she has a fairy move. She probably has Play Rough or something. But Surf with a Sea Instance will one-shot the Malwell to the face. Mr. Mime comes out next. I'm able to Water Shuriken. If I get any amount, 3 or 4 or 5, I would have killed him. But I only got 2. And so I follow it up with a Surf to knock out the Mr. Mime. And then the Sylveon comes on next. I'm able to Surf it. Take a Dazzling Gleam. Maybe I shouldn't risk that. A crit would have ended my run because I would have got so mad I would have stopped it. But Surf, 2 Surf will knock out the Sylveon as we beat Valerie. 6th gym leader? I think that's the 6th gym leader. But we're done with that. And guess what we're doing? We're going to the next gym. Yep, we're going to the next gym. We're going to face off against Olympia in the 7th gym fight against Olympia. The Psychic type gym leader, she's not too hard. We're going to use our newly evolved Tyrantrum. Yeah, we evolved our Tyrunt into a Tyrantrum. We're going to crunch down Sigilyph. Somehow it didn't knock him out, but we're able to crunch him down twice and then knock him out. Then she's going to switch out to her Slowpoke, or Slow. She's going to switch out to her Slow King next. Oh, I also learned Earthquake. Very useful move. I mean, crunch and then call mine for some reason, and then I'll crunch it again. I mean, not rocket science over here, but we're just beating everything down. Strong Jaw is a very good ability. I really love it on Mega Sharpedo. I think is really good. I remember using Speed Boost and Strong Jaw Mega Sharpedo back in the day. It was fun to use on like Pokemon Showdown, but I digress. Anyways, we're gonna face off against Lysandre for the very first time, and we destroy his life. You know, Greninja is so broken. You know, basically the greatest Pokemon alive. Okay, you're not showing me the fight. Come on, there we go. Showing the fight now. But Greninja, greatest Pokemon alive. I love this thing. Black shiny. Don't mind the Charmander evolving. It's just B-roll. Just don't worry about it. From there, we're going to go into the Team Flare hideout. clear through the Team Flare hideout. It's nothing crazy down here. As we go, as I want to preface, you guys might be wondering why I have a full team of 6. If you guys do see that, when we catch Yveltal, they're not going to automatically put it on my team, and then it's going to be the first Pokemon I sent out against Lysandre. I just want to fill it up with a bunch of filler Pokemon, so I could just send Yveltal into the boxes, and then have my other 3 Pokemon into the fight. The rest of the filler Pokemon do not serve a purpose, so I just want you guys to know that. They don't really do anything, so they don't affect the gameplay at all. They just make sure that, you know, I don't have an advantage or a disadvantage going to the final Lysandre fight. And speaking of the final Lysandre fight, we're going to face off against Lysandre, and this battle actually is kind of scary because I don't know how to deal with Mega Gyarados. So we're going to start the fight against Lysandre using our Greninja, obviously. Greninja is going to surf with a Sea Incense, will knock out the main shell in one shot. Of course, we're decently over level. Not over level, but we're appropriately level because we're under the level cap. We're able to knock out the Pyroar as well. And then next up, he's going to switch into his Honchkrow. He's going to live an attack, unfortunately. Do a lot of damage to me. And I'm able to Water Shuriken finish him off. Next up, he's going to switch out into his ace, his Gyarados. So I want to switch out to my Lapras. My plan was to Perish Song. Since it's his last Pokemon, he's not going to be able to switch out. So all I got to do is survive 3 turns. And, okay, maybe I'm dumb. But if this was my plan the whole time, I could have just switched out and used Protect. If I have the TM for Protect, I could have just teach my Pokemon Protect, but I'm very dumb and I didn't think that through. So I'm switching between my Tyrantrum into my Greninja. Luckily, he used Aqua Tail, and I'm able to survive. And then I have enough HP to use Substitute. What a fail! But I'm able to knock out the Mega Gyarados. I overcomplicated that, but it was a great strategy. I just overcomplicated it, so now I look like an idiot. But it worked out. And I evolved a Charmeleon into a Charizard, just randomly. But from there, we're going to face off against Professor Sycamore and also Shauna and all our friends. We clap them down easily. Pause. Next up, we're going to face off against, what's his name? Wolfric. There's a lot of W names in trainers, like gym leaders. Watson, Wallace, Wolfric. A lot of people made fun of me for calling Wallace Watson. I did not know a lot of people would notice that I call Wallace Watson in the final battle of the previous Hardcore Nuzlocke. But anyways, whatever, I digress. We're going to face off against Wolfric now. We're going to start the battle using our Tyrantrum because Tyrantrum is the only one that really can knock out the Abomasnow. So we're going to head smash right into the Abomasnow. Might be a little reckless, but we want to get rid of it. Cragdon comes out next. I'm able to switch out into my Greninja and then waste a bunch of time. Because I get frozen, I just want to switch the weather into rain, and as soon as I switch it into rain, it switches back into hail. So I'm like, well, that's useless because I'm still an ice type. My Lapras is an ice type, and then I just gotta get through this battle. I'm able to knock out the Cragno eventually. It takes a long time, but we do knock out the Cragno, and then the Avalok comes out. Avalok, it's an Avalok. It's not gonna do too much. It doesn't do too much. The biggest waffle I've ever seen was when I watched the anime and this Avalok destroyed the Greninja. I was like, that is big cap. No way an Avalok would destroy a Greninja. I don't know what world, but that Avalok would not touch that Greninja ever. But anyways, since we got all 8 gym badges, I think it's time we face off against the Elite Four. So we're gonna make our way into Victory Road. Very carefully avoid all the trainers that we can, and then try to find all the TMs. We do get the TM for Dark Pulse and Rock Slide. I just didn't show them because it's too lazy to find the footage. But you guys got the premise of it. We're going to head into the Elite Four now and face off against the Elite Four. Our first Elite Four member that we're going to face off against is going to be Malva. Malva is going to be the Fire type Malva's going to be the Fire type Elite Four member. I caught myself. And we're going to start the battle using our Greninja against her. We're going to surf right into the Pyroar and knock it out. It's that simple. I mean, I should have just said surf, because now I can speed through the clip. Surf down the Talonflame very easily. I mean, is this broken? Yeah, this is the point. I love Greninja. I wanted to use Greninja in the game. Greninja knocks out the Torkoal and finally knock out the Chandelure, and we're done with Malva. This is why I always choose Malva first, because she's the easiest fight. You know, get some XP as we head into the next Elite Four member. We're going to face off against Dresna. Dresna is going to be the Dragon type Elite Four member, and it's going to kind of be the same thing. We use some variation. We started the battle against the Dragolis using our Tyrantrum. Earthquake surprisingly did not kill it, more so because I'm a timid nature. Tyrantrum, for some reason, I had the worst natures for this run for some reason. Timid Tyrantrum, adamant Greninja. Why couldn't we just switch the abilities, guys? Anyways, we will knock out the Dragolich. Got scary at the end, but we're able to knock him out. The Altera will come out next, so I'm going to switch out into our Lapras, because Lapras is the only ice type on my team, so we're able to one-shot the Altera to its face. Druddigon will come out next, we're able to, we do not one-shot it, but we take a hefty hit, and then Ice Beam will knock him out, and then her final Pokemon will be a Norvern, and you know Norvern doesn't do damage, so we're going to knock it out, and easily beat through Drasna. Now comes the difficult part, we're going to face off against Shielberg. Every single run, it's always this guy. He's always the problem. He's always the challenge. So, we'll start off against the Water type Elite Four member Steelberg, starting off with our Greninja. Now I put U-turn on it just in case. I was hoping for a Dark Pulse flinch in this one. Did not work out. It did not get flinch. Hit my... Oh my god, that was a hefty hit to the heart with a Dark Pulse. Oh my god. So I'm going to U-turn out and then switch into my Lapras. It's the only thing. It's going to hit me with Aura Sphere. Everything's weak to Aura Sphere. I got a Thunderbolt, knock out the Clawitzer. Next up, he's going to switch out to his Barbarico. Could use Greninja with Grass Taunt, but he has no HP left. He's going to switch out to my Tyrantrum. Luckily, Tyrantrum does have Earthquake. Two shots him. Takes a cross chop, barely live it. Earthquake will knock out the Barbarico. And then he's going to switch out into his Gyarados. Gyarados do set up a lot, so I got to switch out into my Lapras. Pray starts setting up. It's gonna Earthquake me. Surprisingly, it actually didn't do a lot to me with Earthquake, so I'm able to Thunderbolt and knock him out. I outspeed for some reason, so it works out. Next up, he's gonna switch out into his Starmie, and then I should have Perish Song. I could have done that, and then just switch out at the end, but I still would have lost something. So I guess there was no real play. So I was gonna try to use Thunderbolt, and then I crit him with a Surf when I was just trying to do some chip damage to him so I could Thunderbolt and then finish him off. Unfortunately, Surf crit at the worst moment, so it forces him to heal up, and then I gotta go back into Thunderbolting. He's gonna Psychic me. I live with 17 HP. He's gonna outspeed, obviously, and knock out something on my team. So I'm like, oh. And he has Light Screen up, so that's why all my moves are not doing any damage. So I decided to switch out into my Tyrantrum to sack him. He decides to actually heal up on this turn, which is annoying. He really is annoying. So Light Screen wears off at the very least. He's gonna knock out my Tyrantrum. My first death in this run. This could have went flawlessly, but that's our first death in this run. I'm able to Dark Pulse, knock out the Starmie at the very least with one shot from my Greninja. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. But we beat Steelberg, and unfortunately we lose our first member of the game. Next up, we're gonna face up against the final Elite Four member. We're gonna face up against Wingstrom. Wingstrom is going to be the Steel type Elite Four member. With our last two members on the team, can we do it? So Wingstrom is going to be the Steel type. He's going to start the battle against us using a Klefki. So I decided to Surf him right in his face. Luckily, he actually does a lot of damage to him. So I could Surf him twice, but I opted using Substitute because he just starts using Spikes for some reason. Here, I should just Rain Dance up. But I'm going to Surf him, knock him out. Just take the free KO, and then I'm going to Dark Pulse into the Aegislash that just King Shield for the first turn, and then I'm gonna Dark Pulse him, flinch the Aegislash, which is amazing. So I assume he's going for a King Shield in this play, but I actually overthought it and then read myself. So Dark Pulse is actually the smart play in that scenario. He's gonna switch out to his Scizor next, and I'm able to Surf into him. Two shot would knock out the Scizor, obviously. It's actually working out pretty nicely for us. And then his final Pokemon will be a Probopass. I know I could live any hit. He's gonna Discharge and paralyze me. This was a big throw. I don't know what I was doing. I went for the Surf again, and then I was like, well, if he stayed in, if he did not heal up, he might have just killed me there. So I was like, whoa, what am I doing? I'm acting a little crazy right now. So I switch out to my Lapras and then Surf him down calmly from this position. There's an unlosable position, so Surf would knock out the Probopass, and we ended up beating Wingstrom. But that's not the worry. That was never the worry. Wingstrom was never the worry. We decided to go into the final battle of the game, go into the champions room. We face off against Diantha. So this is going to be a problem. So we're going to face off against Diantha first. We're going to start the battle using our Greninja, obviously against her Hawlucha. We have Ice Beam for it. Ice Beam does not actually knock him out, and then I avoided his attack luckily. So I'm able to play around this now. I assume he's actually going to Swords Dance in this play because the AI is weird like that. So I decided to substitute second turn. Ice Beam into the Hawlucha. I don't get a freeze. but he's gonna Swords Dance for some reason, so I could Dark Post and knock him out easily. So Hawlucha goes down, which is nice, and then he's gonna switch out to his Gudra. Gudra is gonna take an Ice Beam to his face, does about half, but with a crit. I dodge a Focus Blast. I'm able to knock him down to really low red HP. He's gonna Focus Blast me, which is annoying, but I am able to substitute right back up. He hits another one. I'm like, no way, he hits 3 in a row. No way, no one in the world. Luckily, he does miss, and we're able to knock out the Gudra, but no way, no world would he land 3 Focus Blasts in a row. And also, since I'm in torrent range, a Surf will knock out the Auroras, and then he's gonna switch out to his Gourgeist. Since I'm a Dark type, it's gonna get stabbed with Dark Post, so obviously Dark Post will knock out the Gourgeist in one shot. Tyrantrum comes out as her second to last Pokemon. I'm able to Surf it. Okay, I should have surfed it, but Ice Beam almost knocks him out, and then he was gonna knock himself out with a Head Smash. Gardevoir comes out next. He's gonna trace my Torrent. I'm gonna Surf him. This is the strongest move I could do. I could have Dark Post, but Surf him, most damage I could do. He's gonna knock me out using Moonblast. I switch out to my Lapras. I'm like, okay, I think I just win the battle because Lapras is so tanky. I Thunderbolt into the Gardevoir. It's like he can Thunderbolt me and does way over half. I'm like, uh-oh. And then luckily I Thunderbolt it. It gets paralyzed and I'm able to Ice Beam, knock out the Gardevoir, and somehow we walk away with this battle with a dub. Oh my god, I did not realize how strong Mega Gardevoir is. It almost ruined the entire challenge. Just luckily we got a Thunderbolt at the end with a Paralyze, and oh my god, we beat the game. But Lapras, I thought it was more tanky. What happened to Lapras? But honestly, that was actually a really fun run. I'm so glad we actually beat it, and I'm so glad I could show it to you guys. There's a lot of close calls, a lot of misplays. Obviously, you can go back and find my blunders, obviously, but that's part of the challenge. I'm not a perfect Nuzlocke, but we do finish the challenge, and we beat this Nuzlocke with 2 deaths. 2 deaths coming at the end at the Elite 4, and obviously we can clear through AZ, no problems here. We're gonna beat the challenge, and I want to say thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys can, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one, and some comments for some nicknames, or some nicknames for some comments, or nickname. You guys got my idea. And subscribe if you guys are not already. It'll greatly help my channel. You guys are the best. And I know, oh wait, we are running past the 32-minute mark on my recording. We'll render it down. But anyways, I know I don't get political on this channel. I know it's more like we're trying to be in a happy place, but sometimes it's actually better that we talk about real world situations. I'm not going to go too in depth in it. For anyone that has connections to the country of Ukraine, I want to say my prayers and thoughts are out there with you guys. I know it's a tragic situation going on right now. I really hope the people of Ukraine and anyone connected to Ukraine are safe. I truly cannot put in words how devastating it is to see and hear what's going on in the world. I want to say my prayers and thoughts go out to the families that are affected at this time.